couple of years ago, in a Teagasc report, Bunclody was named the most economically depressed town in the country. It was particularly badly hit by the recession. It's on the edge of the Dublin commuter belt. Once the construction jobs went, a lot of retail jobs went as well. Essentially, an entire generation emigrated. It's a couple of years since that report came out. Coming up to the general election, we're here to see if anything's changed. Whatever recovery there may be, it's difficult to imagine on a dull day like this. We began our visit by speaking to Postmistress Mary Canning, who told us what it was like in the town a few years ago.
Oh, the people buy these heart attack sandwiches or rolls or whatever it is. And I look at them and I say to myself, God, is there something wrong with me or is there something wrong with them that they have the money to spend on that? You know now what I'm talking about. But I remember one time there and the whole of the market square was closed down there. That was, I don't know when that would have been now, maybe sort of late 50s, early 60s.
Okay, yeah.
But we're all open now for business. And then I don't know when this boom started and people became very rich, maybe. Well, they appeared to become very rich. They had displays of wealth and that kind of thing.
So what happened in Bunclody when the boom came to an end? And why was it so badly hit? Barbara Ann Murphy, a local councillor, says the town was more dependent on the construction trade than many other areas.
Bunclody is within the commuter belt, which meant it was very easy for when Dublin was building, with plasterers, bricklayers, blocklayers, all the rest were travelling from here to Dublin on a regular basis, and that kind of built up over 40 years, so second generation, third generation were continuing on in the building industry. It meant then that when the recession hit, we were absolutely decimated.
Believe it or not, that damning report may have actually given Bunclody a boost in some ways. Jay Murphy, headmaster of the local secondary school, explains.
I think what it probably did do was it probably focused people a little bit more. There would have been meetings and so on where people were maybe coming together and looking at what they could do for the town, and there were signs around the village, shop local, save jobs, this kind of thing. It brought a certain focus, I suppose, to the town, which I think at one stage here in Bunclody, almost an entire football team emigrated in the space of a couple of weeks of each other. So that has been a huge challenge for the town here. Students in the school here, as I say, we've had a huge increase in going on to third level. In fact, 2 years ago we were named as one of the 20 most improved schools in the country in terms of transfer to third level. So, there does seem to be the financial support there, I suppose, to maybe to send the kids on now if they really want to go, So.
Our next stop was Liam Kelly, a local builder who's also served as chairman of Bunclody's GAA club. Liam witnessed firsthand the depletion of the town's Gaelic talent. His own family haven't been spared the impact of the downturn either.
My own situation actually, and it was typical of a lot of families. I had 6 grown-up children, two girls and 4 boys, and at one stage 5 more emigrated. I had only 1 girl left in school. There was 3 of them in Perth, 1 in New Zealand and 1 in Boston. And that was typical of every house around here. It's very difficult to see where jobs in any amount are going to come out if the building doesn't come back. The building has been the core of if you were around Bunclody here in the morning, anytime from 6 o'clock on, there's vans going in all directions.
And people would have been going to Dublin. That was all heading to the M50.
Yes, yeah, and the new M7, M9 stroke is a great boost, up to Tinroyal there, 10 miles away and you're in on the motorway to Dublin. So Dublin has come closer.
So Bunclody, it appears, may be back on the road to recovery. But what does it need next?
Because I think the only chance that we really have is creating our own jobs. I don't think an IDA factory are going to just land in here and decide that we are the great place to be, because it doesn't happen that way. We have to work to make it that we are a really good place to live, we are a good place to work, we can create our own jobs, and when we have that momentum going, maybe then someone will come in from outside.